Hey, everybody. Okay, I wish they'd give me a countdown. They never give me a countdown. So I am leaving for the Netherlands and Germany in a couple of weeks. And a friend, Jennifer Taylor, sent me a message about the ETIAS and then the ETA in the UK. So immediately I thought, oh no, what do I need to know? Do I need permission to travel to Europe now? So kind of crazy. I'm going to roll the intro and then we will talk about it. Oh, there's a fly in here. Yuck. Sorry. Okay. Just enjoy my new lighting while I bring the video up. Boom. Let's do this. Okay. Oh, hey, look at that. I magically have glasses. Okay, so I got this new lighting. Not that you guys care, but watch this. Oh, and then it changes. I got two of them. I don't need two right now. It's a lot of lighting. Need to work on a new logo. I need to work on a lot of things, but this is going to be quite an interesting topic. Sort of. It'll be a little bit confusing. There's going to be a lot of things, but hopefully I will help you enough along the way, right? So if you have heard that Americans are suddenly going to need authorization to travel to Europe, you heard correctly, sort of. But one system is here and one system is not here yet, okay? So they're incredibly easy to mix up, okay? So first let me pull up this. What makes up the United Kingdom? Because the difference is between the United Kingdom and the European Union. So the United Kingdom is only Scotland, England, Northern Ireland, and Wales. And the European Union has 27 countries and also 3 that are in the EEA, which I'll talk about in a minute. Okay. And so they have different travel requirements. So it's really important to know. There's already stuff in place with the UK, not with the EU yet. Okay. So the EEA area is this area. It's only Iceland, Norway, and Liechtenstein. Okay. These are the countries that they have to follow the EU rules, not the UK rules. Okay. So we won't get into like the whole reasons why and whatnot, but I will take this off now. Just put this up right here. Okay. So here is, let me pull the banner up. This is the ETIAS. I don't know if people say ETIAS, whatever. It's the European Travel Information and Authorization System. Okay. The ETA is the Electronic Travel Authorization. I'm just going to quickly show you these and then we'll go over them. And the EEA is the European Economic Area. Man, I'm learning a lot, but it's kind of exciting because then it makes me learn a little bit more. So the European Travel Information and Authorization System, so ETIAS, applies to visa exempt travelers from 59 countries traveling for short stays to 30 to all of those countries. I should just show you this again. Let me just bring this back up. Hang on. Okay. All of these right here. And that's it's a picture of a puzzle. I just thought it looked good because I was trying to look for pictures that, that actually kind of showed it. So Americans aren't suddenly going to have European tourist visas for a 2-week vacation. ETIAS is a pre-travel authorization. It's not in place yet, but once it's fully operational, it will last 3 years or until the passport used to apply expires. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. So whichever comes first. Okay. Comments. Pam Turnbull, good old reliable. Hi, Katy. I keep watching for the changes and hoping they don't happen just before we head out. It's less than 3 weeks. It's like 12 days. It's like less than 2 weeks. Exactly. So Pam's coming from Canada. So there's the same rules for Canada as us for this kind of stuff. Okay. So here's the big thing that people are getting wrong. Okay. So ETIAS, I'm going to pull this up again. Now, just bear with me here, and I will put the links to the sites that I use some of these things from in the description, the video description when I'm done. Or if you're on YouTube, I will put it in the comments, okay? Or maybe I'll put it in the description. Okay, so this is what's interesting because Google is littered with websites that making it look like you can apply right now. Okay. And the problem with that is this happened to me with my known travelers number. If any of you have had a known travelers number, I went to a third-party site, didn't realize it. So my friend Nisi was like, yeah, I went to there, made an appointment, and I had my known travelers number in like a week. And it says it can take months. Well, I had done it in May before I went to Norway the first time, and I didn't have it for months and months. I didn't get it until March of the following year. It's because I used a third-party thing. But at least it actually made the appointment for me, but it cost me almost $50, which is not what it's supposed to cost. And I had to wait a really extremely long time. So it was really annoying. So just be careful, okay? Because right now, ETIAS is not operating. The launch, they're not taking applications. The launch is supposed to be in the last quarter of 2026. So that'll be anywhere from next month to the end of the year. So they will they will give us a specific date later. The plan fee is €20, which is about 23 and change in American. Okay. So this is where you have to be really careful. So you can find sites that look really official and they want your money or your information, but the EU literally says that their applications are not being collected yet. So do not fall into a trap. It warns about those sites that will mislead you and charge excessive fees. Okay, so here's a site right here. Let me show you. Let me bring this up. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so it is, this is the report abuse part here. So you can go to the European Union and they have all kinds of things. So this is, see how it says ETIAS right there? You are seeing me. Oh, shoot. Hang on. Let me take this off. I'm always doing that. I swear I need an assistant. Hang on. I got to stop sharing and share it again. Sorry. You just get to look at me for a minute. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so you go to an official site like this. I see a comment from Pam. Hopefully you can see me here. Okay, so I've talked about this before, but this is the issue. I don't see myself on here. When I pull up a site, it's the strangest thing. So I need something different. Oh, Mark Beeman. So he says, so what's the dealio with Scotland? Now that I'm retired, I might go. Okay, I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes, Mark Beeman. So yes, and you need to go. And I love Scotland. And yeah. So this is why, again, this is why I'm talking about it, because my friend had we were chatting and she was like, I've got to get this done. I'm like, what done? And she's going to Scotland before she goes to the Netherlands. So like, okay, so when I went to Switzerland a few years ago, 3 years ago to compete, I flew to Scotland, then flew round trip to Switzerland and back. So she's doing that now, flying to Scotland, flying to the Netherlands and back. So she has to have these requirements, which I will get into in 1 second. I'm just going to finish this out. Okay. So it says, now I'll share another site. So this one right here, you can look through here and it will tell you, attempts to mislead applicants and to believe their site's official, yada, yada. Just be careful of those, okay? And then it's, let me stop this and start a new one. Who should apply? Okay, this is what we're going to talk about now. Who should apply? Okay, so European countries requiring ETIAS to enter are all those 27 countries, which are these. Take a screenshot, if you will. Hang on, sorry. And then also those countries in the EES, Iceland, Norway, and Liechtenstein, okay? And then visa-exempt countries. These are countries whose citizens can visit another country for a short stay without getting a traditional visa first. For example, I'm in the US, and so I'm generally visa exempt for a short visit, okay? So it means that you don't have to apply for a full visa visit before you travel to these countries. So here are these countries. There's a bunch. So I don't know if you can't see them all. Stay here for a second, take a screenshot. Canada's in there, the US is in there, okay? So this is for specifically traveling to the EU. So let's not get it mixed up, okay? I'm not talking about the UK yet, okay? So the UK is different. Now I'm going to get into that. So Mark Beeman, here we go. Let me stop sharing this one. So the UK is different. Oh, I still have that up. So now we're going to talk about the UK with the electronic travel authorization, okay? So if an American is headed to England, Scotland, Wales, or Northern Ireland, it's a different system. Okay, this is already required for U.S. nationals and many other visa-exempt visitors. So the countries that I just shared with you, there's a ton. Okay, so here's a site. Let me show you. My little thing is sticking. My little mouse. I don't need to do that. Hang on one sec. Sorry. If you'd like to pop on here and share any experiences you've had with travel, I've had some experiences, I'll tell you. Okay, so this is, I think I saw a comment. I got to get back over there. Nope, I didn't. Okay, so this is the UK enforces digital permission to travel. This started in February 25th, onto February 25th of this year. Okay, it's 85 exempt countries, including the US, Canada, and France. You have to have a UK electronic travel authorization before traveling to the UK. Airlines can refuse boarding if you don't have the required digital permission. So this is really important, you guys. Okay, so, oh wait, Mark goes, nice and confusing. I know. But you know what? By the end of this, I think you'll have it down a little more. I was even thinking of that. LOL. Nice picture, by the way, Mark. Hey, so you're gonna call me Kathy? Hey, these are my kids. What's up? I've been good. So you got to tell me where you're living now. These are the kids that I used to visit. Basically, I was like Auntie Katy in California, in Pleasanton. I used to stay there every year. Okay, so here's the interesting thing. So the ETA for the UK is linked to your passport. It allows for multiple trips, and it's valid for 2 years or until your passport expires. Oh my God, almost 17. Oh, Kabir. Okay, Kabir, where's your brother? Okay, I know exactly who you are. I miss you guys. Okay, anyway, sorry guys. Distraction. Oh my God. Okay. It's linked to your passport. You can have multiple visits, and it's valid for 2 years or until your passport expires. So most applications are approved quickly, but the UK recommends applying up to 3 days before you travel. I would be applying a hell of a lot more than 3 days before. Okay. That's just me. Like I get to the airport 8,000 hours early, it feels like. So this has some information on here for you. It's going to be, it is about 20, it's not about, it's 20 euros. Okay. So so here's the distinction right now. ETIAS is for the EU. ETA is for, I'm just going to show these. Insane. My bro's not around. Okay, right now. Okay, so we'll chat later. Okay, so here's the deal. The ETIAS is not here yet. It'll be 20 euro when it launches, and there will be a 3-year authorization. Okay, the ETA is here. It costs 20 euros, and it's a 2-year authorization. That's for the 4 countries. Okay, so. Okay, Kabir, have you heard the news about what the USA is doing? Trump is attempting. Oh yeah, we'll have to talk about it another time. We need to get on the phone. I'll call your dad if he still has the same phone number. ETA, got to remember that. Thanks. Exactly. Yeah. So I'm going to talk about a few more things too, Mark, like passport requirements and stuff. So this is the part that could really screw you up, the passport part. Both systems are connected electronically to your passport that you used in the application. Okay. So the UK specifically says that you simply travel using that passport because the ETA is electronically linked. Cool. So that's important to know. If you get a new passport after getting the authorization, do not assume that your old authorization magically jumps over to your new passport, right? Okay. Not right. You don't know that yet. The UK is electronically linked when you apply, but if you later get a new passport, it does not move over. Okay. You need to apply for a new one. So you think of it this way. The authorization follows the passport number, not you as a person. Okay. So for me, my passport expires in June of 2023. 2023. Going back in time. June of 2027. So I'm okay right now. Okay. But if this would have been in place now, Kabir, I will get to all your questions here in a minute. He's asking me all kinds of questions. This is awesome. I haven't seen him in a long time. Do you do this for a living? No, unfortunately not. Why do you stream on YouTube? Because I'm amazing. I used to not. I used to just stream on Facebook and then upload it. Okay, so I'm getting off. Squirrel. Okay, so like if this would have been in place now, I would have had to apply for this, and then when I have to get my new passport, I would have to do it again. Okay, so you need to know that it doesn't follow you. So now we're going to talk about the EES. I think. Did I put that? Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, hang on. The electronic entry system. I know there's another one, Mark, for you. This is not the ETIAS. This is the entry exit system. I'm going to make it really simple here in a minute, though. Okay, it became fully operational at external border crossing points in April of this year. So this is why it gets more confusing. There's ETIAS, there's EES. EES is the border entry and exit system. ETIAS is the travel authorization. So here we go. It's the border entry and exit system. This is the the ETIAS is travel authorization. It just takes a lot to say. Basically, ETIAS is permission to go before you travel. EES is what happens at the border when you enter and leave. So tell me it's not important to know this stuff. Okay. See you in a bit. It was nice seeing you. I got to head out. Okay. I will call your dad, Kabir, and we'll have a chat. Okay. So is it kind of making a little bit more sense? I know it's a lot to remember, but it is important to distinguish the difference because people mash them together a lot. Okay. So why am I bringing this up now? Because I'm going to the Netherlands and Germany in September. I got to remove this border. And there's hundreds of athletes from all over the world. There's a lot of US and Canadians going. It's important information for those who are traveling. Even those in the EU, you're going to need to know that you need to have that ETA before you go to the UK. Whoa. I feel like I'm just like speaking all in acronyms, okay? So ETIAS, we don't need because it has not launched yet, but you do need it. So if I decided on this trip, hey, I'm just going to pop over to London or I'm going to pop over to Scotland or I planned that, then I would have had to have done that. Okay, so when Katy, sweet girl, I keep looking at these and I've been so confused on what, if anything, I need glued to this. Thank you. I know. So I'll probably put in the thing. So just know that the ETIAS is for the EU, the European Union. It is not in place. Okay. If you want to travel to the UK, they have plans in place, and the electronic entry system is in place for some of them. I think just the UK right now. Okay, so right now you don't have to worry about it, except it's coming down the pike. So it's going to be here within the next 4 months. Okay, so the biggest takeaway is that international rules are changing. And something that was true last time you looked something up or went to Europe, it might not be true this time. So before you travel, check your official government site for every country that you're entering, including countries you're only transitioning through. Don't rely on the TikTok thing that you saved months ago or an old travel article or even me 6 months from now. And I know it's confusing, but it'll get easier. Okay. So here's the last important thing, and this is not confusing. Check your passport. Be sure that your passport expiration date and go with the rules of the countries that you're visiting. So for me, traveling to the Netherlands and Germany, I have to have my passport must be valid for at least 3 months beyond my planned departure date. So if I'm coming back on September 15th, my passport has to be valid past December 15th. Okay. Both countries, Netherlands and Germany, belong to the Schengen area. Now, this is interesting too. There's so much to do here. The Schengen area is all of these. Okay. So basically, that's a group of countries that agreed to remove most passport checks at their shared internal borders. This is really cool. So that means once you enter this area, traveling from somewhere like the Netherlands to Germany or France feels like crossing a state line than entering a new country. So this is not confusing. So this is cool. Okay, so this is going to apply for all of this because I'm going to get a car in the Netherlands and I'm driving to Germany, and I don't have to go through a bunch of borders and show my passport and do all the things in the electronic system and all of that. Okay, it's called Schengen. Let me show you the thing here. Oh, this is another slide that just kind of I thought made it look a little easier. Oh, that area right there. It's called de facto. It's just Ireland. So they just are involved whether they voted for it or not. It's the original document was signed in 1985 near the village of Schengen in Luxembourg. And in 1985, I said that. Okay. So there's what to check for in your passport. Oop, I don't show that one yet. What to check for is make sure that the 3-month validity rule can't expire within 3 months of the day you plan to leave Europe. It has to have been issued within the last 10 years. If you're using an older passport that has been extended, it will not be accepted. You have to have at least 2 completely blank pages for entry stamps. And US passports, the Netherlands, now this is important, does not accept the 12-page US emergency passport. That's this one right here. And I just took 3 pictures of it. It's like 12 pages. Okay. They don't accept that for visa-free entry. If you have a temporary emergency passport, you will be denied entry or boarding. But this means if your passport is lost, stolen, or damaged while you're traveling, an emergency passport can get you home. But once you are home, you replace it with a regular, fully valid passport before you travel internationally again. And also the US would rather you have 6 months of validity remaining on your passport when traveling to Germany, just to prevent any strict airline boarding issues or unexpected travel delays. So yes, I know, a bunch of mumbo jumbo, okay? Just know that you don't have to know anything about traveling in the EU right now, but if you are traveling to the Netherlands and you want to go to Scotland, Wales, England, or Northern Ireland, you're going to have to do an electronic system before you go, okay? So that's not that bad. And then the other things, just make sure your passports, all that stuff's done. So this is the final word here. Woo, final thoughts. I'm just laughing because I'm like, I hope I didn't like confuse the crap out of everybody. Final thoughts. You're okay now, but make sure you're apprised and keep up with all of the rules when you travel, because you don't want to get stuck somewhere, or you don't want to get stuck not being able to go. That would suck, right? So check the official sites, check your passport twice, then stop worrying and start packing, okay? The rules, they might be changing, but your reason to travel, hopefully it hasn't. And once the paperwork is handled, the world's still out there waiting. The world is waiting, my friends. Pack smart, stay curious. Don't let all the confusing travel rules keep you home. You guys are good, okay? As long as you got a good passport. Until next time, keep your passport ready. Pack your sense of adventure and see what's out there. What? So hopefully I didn't confuse you too much. And reach out to me, or just look at those, look up on the sites. It's not, I'll just reiterate again, nothing for the EU right now. It'll be coming before the end of the year. In the UK, you need to register beforehand, okay? And make sure your passport's good. Okay, see you next week, guys. Ooh, oh. Pam says, just take some planning. Exactly. And you know what? I've run through this a number of times, and I was really confused the first time. And as I kept saying it to myself out loud, like I have notes, as I kept saying it to myself out loud, I was like, okay, it's making more and more sense. So don't stress. You're going to be fine. You have however much time. I'm leaving in 12 days. I leave on the 2nd. So I wanted to get this out there before anybody was like, oh crap, I didn't know. Okay. Can't wait to see everybody. Thanks, Katy. This was great info. Thanks, Pam. Thanks for always being here. I love it. Okay. See you next week, guys.